Alright my lovelies, welcome to another episode of Fuck All Fishing. Today I'm at Tower Lake at Horton near Wimborne here, and yeah, I've only just put the rods out yet, so I ain't going to get swearing at them just yet, but we've got luncheon meat off that little sort of islandy bit just there, and we've got another lump of luncheon meat against the tree that's fallen down over there. Alright, I'll be back during the day. Cheerio my lovelies, take care. So we've been here for about an hour now, and apart from the geese, I ain't seen a lot of action on the water just yet. Yeah, well, I'm still pretty confident that we're doing the right things here, but it's just a matter of time, bit of patience, and hopefully it'll produce a good. But yeah, those fucking geese can get fucked. They're annoying me already. I mean, I've only been here an hour, so might get the catapult out and start shooting the motherfuckers. Fuck off back to Canada, you bastards. Well, the good news is the sun is trying to come out, so at least I'll be slightly warmer and fucking miserable than cold and miserable. Yeah, it's the first time I'm going to say it. There's a whole lot of fuck all going on. These bite alarms are as good as new. To be honest, I've had them 4 or 5 years and I've never heard the fuckers go off, to be quite honest. I don't know if it's because I'm fishing the wrong places, the wrong time of year, or whether it's just because I'm a bit shit at it. We'll probably go, I'm a bit shit at it. I can't even win on the fucking computer game these days, so yeah, maybe fishing isn't for me. I'll stick to, I don't know, being great at photographing planes badly, maybe something like that. But yeah, on the fishing front, there's a whole lot of fuck all going on. Yeah, alright, cheerio my lovelies. It's 11:30, and I've just had a sad realisation that if I was at home, I could be having a wank over Ollie Willoughby on this morning at the moment, but instead I'm sat next to a fucking freezing cold lake catching fuck all. I don't know if this morning is on demand. I could maybe catch up on that later on and have a little bit of a tug over her, but yeah, it's looking like a bad life choice at the moment, this, I'll be quite honest. Well, this here lake, I usually swear by luncheon meat, and by swear by it, I mean it ain't fucking working. Like, just stop being a fucking piece of shit and take the bait. I only want one fish, I ain't going home on a blank, it'd be embarrassing. Well, my mate's just had a fish of about £6. I should be happy for him, but I'm not. It's like seeing your ex-missus with a new boyfriend. It's just, yeah, you can't be happy for him. I've changed it. I've moved the rod that was over there down into the margin to see if we can pick him up there, and yeah, still blanking. Well, it's midday now. I've still not had anything. If I was at home now, I'd have a straight choice between loose women, in the hope that Harvey Price wasn't going to be on there and swear again, or Steph's packed lunch. But I'll be honest, Steph's packed lunch is awfully northern for the likes of me, so yeah, I probably would have stuck to loose women. But there's not a lot going on in the fishing world at the moment. It's just sitting here and catching some rays. Very nice. Cheerio my lovelies. Well, I think at this point it might be worth changing swim, because I haven't had as much as a knock in here. So yeah, my mate's just had a walk around the lake. He's going to go and see if there's a decent spot that we could maybe catch a few fish in, because at the minute this is absolutely desperate. Like, I've never known this lake as bad as this. It's usually absolute piece of piss fishing here, and yeah, it ain't today. So yeah, change a swim, hopefully change is better than a rest and all that, and hopefully have some fish to show you shortly, because at the moment there is absolutely fuck all going on, as you could well imagine. Alright, cheerio my lovelies. I have moved to my second most favourite spot on the lake. The favourite spot is currently unfishable because it's absolutely choked with weed. Got a bait out just sort of to the left of the fallen tree, and the other one is against that island over there, which generally produces fish. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's not ideal so far. I would have thought we'd had at least one, but we haven't. That's the way of fishing. The banks are absolutely sodden. I've got my welly boots on because every country bumpkin needs a pair of welly boots. You can't get through life without them. But yeah, no fish so far. It's just me, a lake, and a couple of fishing rods at the moment. But hopefully, in time, I will have a fish to show you. But I am getting less and less confident as the minutes and hours grow. All right, cheerio, my lovelies. So I've just checked the time. I'm currently missing Dickinson's Real Deal. I tell you what isn't the real deal, and that's the fucking fishing down here today. It is anything other than the real deal. So yeah, I'd rather be home watching that orange bastard going around car boot sales and making people rich, and yeah, I should be absolutely devastated if I don't catch a fish before Cash in the Attic starts, and I'll be borderline ringing the Samaritans if I haven't caught a fish before Escape to the Sun comes on, because that program's absolutely boss. I can't believe I'm missing top daytime entertainment for this shit. So people often ask me, is fishing a hobby you should get into? And do you know what? In the summertime it is great, you'll probably catch a bit, but in the winter time and like early March or whatever, mate, fuck it off. I wouldn't waste your time. Like yeah, go in the summer, a little bit of floating bread and that, you'll catch a few fish and you'll be hooked. You'll think it's fucking great, but don't fall into the trap of wanting to do it all year round, because it ain't the same. It's an absolute bag of wank in the winter. You'll be cold and miserable, and yeah, you'd be better off stealing shit out of Primark and going to Subway and upsetting old ladies at Poole bus station than doing this shit, to be quite honest. So yeah, when you watch these YouTube videos, whoever it might be, the money shot is the bait alarm going off and the tip of the rod bending round into the fish. I'll film a bit now on the off chance that that'll happen, but we all know that won't happen, because I don't think there's a fucking fish in here, to be quite honest. It's just fucking shit. I'm gonna play some Mario Kart on my phone in a bit, see if I can beat my top score this week, get up the ranking a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much what today's been reduced to. If you want to know my setup, I've got running ledger onto a braided hook link with a hair rig on the end with a lump of luncheon meat, and that's the same for both rods here. Yeah, it usually works quite well. It hasn't today. I might see if I can maybe dig some worms up, something like that, and mix shit up a little bit. Alright, cheerio my lovelies. Well, I'm not sure where there's more shit, down here or in there. It's probably a drawer at the moment. It's just, oh, I can't keep doing segments where I'm fucking moaning about things, but that's all I can do. This video is going to be 10 minutes of me banging on about how fucking shit this is, and I'm sorry, I'm a fairly upbeat guy, but this here is absolutely shocking. People do ask me if there's any positives to blanking, like you're at one with nature, you've enjoyed your day out and that. But I'll be honest, the biggest take home from blanking is you don't go home smelling like you've just fingered a Weymouth girl. So that is a bonus. I will not go home smelling like a rotten fanny, because I haven't had to handle any. So yeah, that is the bonus. I do not have fishy fingers tonight. Good stuff. Cheerio. Well, I've decided I'm going to have a little snooze and just turn the alarms up on the off chance that they go off, and yeah, have a little sleep. It's quite pleasant down here now. It's very comfortable for a nap. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's have a little kip. Fuck the fishing. Another fun fact about here: on a Saturday, there's usually a shooting club, so you get covered in fucking shotgun pellets and bits of broken clay come raining down on your fucking head. In fact, I say it now and someone's being shot in the background. But yeah, there's still nothing to report on the fishing front. But I thought I'd point out that if you come down here on a Saturday, there's a chance you could get killed. So yeah, come to Horton Lake. It's a game changer. This rod here on the left is doing bits. It's the first time I've heard my alarm all day. It could potentially just be a roach, but yeah, there's something there anyway. So let's just hang on for a minute and see if it pulls again, whilst it sounds like we're being shot. But I don't know, whenever you film an alarm it won't go, will it? That's the way of the world, sign of the times, price of fuel, cost of living, etc. But yeah, there is at least a fish somewhere close, so hopefully it will come back round, it will swallow my luncheon meat with the hook in it, and I'll be able to stick a middle finger up at it for making me wait so long. But yeah, at least we've got some sort of action. Alright, cheerio. Well viewers, just until you think this couldn't get any worse, I forgot my phone was on my lap. I fucking got up and it ended up in that shit. It's taken me forever to clean it up. Yeah, this really hasn't been a good day to be me, to be quite honest. But we live and learn. That's the kind of perils of making videos next to shitty muddy water, but you could well end up dropping your phone in it. At least it lived to tell the tale, and yeah, still no fucking fish. Join me soon when I will probably tell you how I've caught no fish. Cheerio now. We're now 6 hours into the fishing trip. I could have flown from New York to London Heathrow in that time, had a beer, had something to eat, watched a film, and looked out the window and stolen a safety card. But here we are, still blanking away. Oh well, good-o, cheerio now.